it kind of degrades the confidence of women to recognize that they can do something with the same amount of ability, but still get paid less for it. And it's more applicable in scientific fields because for years, women haven't been in science fields. But when they're finally entering science fields, they're getting paid less for the same job that they're doing as a male. And so those are some of the bigger reasons that I'm seeing, and ways to mitigate that are actually, one, looking at role models and the introduction of role models in, I guess, a STEM setting. The second one is combining science with other fields, right? Is looking at arts and music and looking at the multidisciplinary cross between them, because science can't work alone. And there's a lot of jobs that even females don't know exist, right? And ones that more instinctively apply to a woman, and more instinctively appeal to women as compared to other jobs out there, just because of the way that we've been raised. And then I think last but not least is looking at ways in which we can mitigate like the wage gap, and so being transparent with wages in a workplace. And that's not something I can necessarily speak about because I've never like had a real job and I'm a senior in high school. But it's something that, I've seen my mom go through, and I've seen my aunt go through, and I've seen everyone go through, right? It's a problem that does exist in today's society. And I think from there, that brings in kind of the role that I play as a female in STEM. And so the way I like to kind of think of it, and when I approach girls, the biggest thing that I like to say is we might not be first in line, but at least we are in line, right? Because at the end of the day, in the next 20 to 30 years, there's no longer going to be the stereotype of South Asians in STEM or kids in STEM or girls in STEM. It's just going to be people in STEM. And that's when we'll finally fit that stereotype. So we need to take baby steps and we'll work towards it. But I think, we have been making progress, and that's the best part of this. Is everything is the way to measure everything. The way to measure positive growth in this world is just baby steps.
You talked about representation, but not mocking representation. Yeah. Can you just unpack that just a little bit more? Because I thought that was a really interesting point.
So, society is making more of an effort, which I applaud, on involving more girls in STEM fields as well. And so what that means is placing them in the media and saying, hey, here's our example of a girl in STEM, right? But it's almost painting this very cliche example of what a girl in STEM looks like, is that they only wear these specific clothes, they only act the specific ways, portraying them quite literally as a nerd, right? With these like super thick glasses and wearing like suspenders all day. And even if regardless of if it's a girl or a boy, we don't necessarily see any sort of deterioration from that. That's what we recognize as a girl in STEM, even girls in color in STEM, right? And so for a long time, I was so confused as to like kind of fitting into my own skin of what a girl in STEM really is. And if I was a girl in STEM, right? Kind of even doubting that much. And so what I had to realize is that, I like my sense of style. I like the way I act. I like the way I kind of represent my ideas as well. And I think the media has an opportunity to kind of portray that and add more, I guess, realistic elements to what a girl looks like. And I've seen more and more shows come out every single day, and I've seen it would get more and more closer to that goal, and even meeting that goal as well. But it's something that we can continue to do. And I think even including more inclusivity in the world of science and technology as well, involving, the LGBTQ community, and seeing how everything kind of can be involved in the science and technology world. Because if we can, I guess, open up inclusivity to other areas as well, we can also do the same for science.